Hey guys, Brandon with JazzPuckCenter.com, and I still don't have a phone holder for my phone, so it might be a little bouncy. Just sit back, relax, and listen. You'll be alright. Anyway, we had a show this past weekend at Havelock with Card Haven, and I don't know why there's not more shows in the Havelock area. We always do so good there. It's not that far from Camp Lejeune. It's right up the road from Cherry Point, so you got military money there. And of course, military guys are a bunch of nerds at heart. I mean, when I used to play Magic the Gathering all the time, you had two types of players for the most part. You had the people who didn't take a bath and stunt, and then you had military guys. Um, so I honestly do not understand why there ain't more in Havelock. Somebody there said that they call it Have Not because there's nothing there. Makes sense. But we did good, which we always do good there. Uh, Rachel and Jason are the husband and wife who run Card Haven, and they're the ones who run the show. And they put us in an awesome spot up against the walls. Rachel knew we had shelves, and so she put me on a wall so I could have my shelves behind me because the other tables were like just in a line. So if you put your shelves behind you, it's where people can grab the stuff without you seeing it. And it's just cool because this is only their third show I've done with them. They don't do a lot of shows. They are in the process of trying to open up a store, which is really cool. And so she took the time and took the thought to put me on a wall just from where she's probably seen made my Facebook post or Instagram post. Maybe she's seen some YouTube videos, I don't know, but or maybe she just knows from the other two shows that I was there with her that I would need a wall. And which is crazy because I've been to some shows with promoters who I've been to their show, 20 times now. And, they still don't know I need a wall for my shelves or need a bigger area. And I mean, I'm getting, 3 and 4 tables now. So I'm not asking for like one table with a big area behind me. No, I'm getting like whole sections almost. And yeah, it was good though. I had Chinese Volume Gym Pack 4 and 5. And they did surprisingly pretty good. At the price point you can't beat. I was selling the Volume 4 for $40 a box. I was selling Volume 5 at $55 a box. Made a pretty good, decent margin on it. And I was selling the horse piss out of them. And then, let's see, I did sell some Abyss Eye. So, I've ordered more Abyss Eye. And let's see, what else was selling? I had one Chaos Rising booster box left. I did sell it. I did sell a little bit of seal this weekend. I think I sold a Prismatic Binder collection and a White Flare Binder collection. I sold a Vittini illustration collection. Sold a Sea and Sky box. So yeah, a lot of seals was selling this past weekend. It was good to see. I sold a shitload of cards too. A lot of cards. My collection has grown so much. I had a lot of vintage out there. And then after the show, I met it with an old racing buddy of mine. And he had some vintage cars and some mid-era cars. And he didn't have as many as the big hits in his lot, like the last vintage set I had. But his cars were, in most part, in way better shape. He didn't have a lot of damage and a lot of heavy play like that first lot did. Most of his were moderately played, I would say, with some light play. But then his mid-era stuff, which what I'm calling mid-era, was your Sun and Moon sets and your XY sets. They were all in near mint condition, immaculate condition. So that was real nice. That's a nice pickup. I did have to end up adding another binder. So now I got a vintage only binder, and now I got my mid-air only. Well, I got the mid-air area behind my trainers and my trainer binder, which is where my vintage was. So, I had to place another order yesterday. I got some more binders coming in. Ordered 2,500 penny sleeves. Those sell at shows, believe it or not, pretty good. And like I said, binders, and then ordered some more Japanese cars. So yeah, we're ready. Got a big show this weekend, 2-day show in Raleigh at the fairgrounds. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be probably 400 or 500 tables. We always do pretty good here. I plan on selling a lot of Japanese. I plan on selling a lot of binders. These bigger shows, you'll sell the binders because no other vendor has binders there. I mean, it's absurd. You're going to a trading card show and you don't have binders. I mean, I'm not complaining. I hope nobody gets on board with it because I get binders from my distributor, so it gets my spending up, and I'm selling them pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with it. Let's see what else we got. Oh, so I had a couple orders this past weekend on the website, which was cool. But one of them, I am 99.9% certain is a scam. And I keep trying to cancel and refund the order, but it says I can't cancel and refund due to insignificant funds. So I looked that up, and apparently either the money hasn't cleared on their side, or the debit credit card I used was stolen, has now been deactivated, and it can't go back to it. Either way, now you might be saying, "Now, Brandon, why do you think it's a scam?" I'm glad you asked. So when you sign on my website, I can tell where you sign on from. Unless you use like a VPN or something, it'll just say the United States. But this place said, I forgot the town, but it was a town in Texas, and they were back and forth on it a lot. Same person. It gives everybody their unique member number until they sign up, so I can tell when it's the same phone or same. This case, it was a desktop. Also tells me if they're on mobile or on desktop. But anyway, they bought from Texas and they shipped it to Portland, Oregon. Okay, now if you sell online, that is already a red flag for you, and you know why. But I went on and Googled it anyways, and sure enough, it's a cargo forwarding center. And what the scam is you send it to the cargo forwarding center, it goes from there to overseas, and it's gone, like you're done. But then they'll either use a stolen credit card, and whoever stole it obviously not going to take that charge, or they do a chargeback scam, and then you're out of the money and out of the product. So there's no way I'm sending this ETB. They bought Ascended Heroes ETB. So there's just no way I'm sending that. I've tried to refund today, same thing, wouldn't let it go through. So we'll see. I'll just keep trying to refund it until it finally goes through, but that is not being sent out. But then the other order was like 5 packs, and it was small. I looked up the address. It looked like a legit house. The billing address matched the shipping address, so everything looked good on that end. So their order went. Let's see, but yeah, that's really all I got today. I'm gonna try to start doing more YouTube videos. Kind of like doing this on the ride home, since I'm on the ride home anyways. I feel like that can help me make me make more videos, because I do need to get my content up. And now I'm thinking, I wonder if that's why some of the YouTubers have gone to filming in their car when they're doing things. Because I get home and I'm tired, and like I don't like not do nothing, but usually my wife is pretty good. Supper's about done when I get home, and she works too, so she's an amazing woman. And even if it ain't, like, she's cooking it already, and so love you, babe. But I'll usually take that time to wind down, from time I get home to supper time. And then after that, I'm working on eBay or working for the next show, like, I bought thousands of Pokemon cards between at the show and at that lot I bought, and we were so busy at the show, I probably have 50 cards from the show I bought that I haven't priced yet. Then, like I said, I got thousands of these vintage mid-air cards. I priced a few up. I'm priced enough to at least make my money back and then some. But it's just a lot there, and I don't know. I'm going to probably have to adjust how I buy the low-end cars. I paid them $0.25 a piece, but I mean, that's a lot of work, and I'm still sitting on a lot of that stuff. The reason they're cheap cars, and honestly, some of them are only worth 50 cents, 20 cents. Like, they ain't even worth the money, but I'm selling in person for these, and I'm not dealing with change, so my minimum is $1 for vintage. Take it or leave it. I know some vintage ain't worth that, but if you're going to buy it online, you're going to pay $1.50 on shipping on top of the car, so I still feel like it's a fair deal. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank y'all for listening. If you made it to the end, I want to do like DJ's Pokey said. If you made it to the end, put hashtag Camaro, because I've been riding in my Camaro this whole time. Bye.